Wait, Sarah, before we jump in, I want everyone listening right now to do one simple thing. Think about the last time you tried to speak English. Were you confident? Hesitant? Nervous? Excited? Whatever you felt, keep that in your mind, because today we're going to change that energy completely. By the time this episode ends, English won't feel like a challenge. It'll feel like something you're actually ready to enjoy.
I love that. And yes, if you're listening, you're about to hear something that can genuinely transform how you speak English. Not theory, not textbook stuff, real conversation practice. The kind that makes your English grow fast, naturally, almost without trying.
Exactly. And to make it as real as possible, we're going to talk the way real people talk. No scripts, no stiff dialogues, no classroom tone.
Just natural English, real rhythm, real flow. And you can follow every word easily. Even if you're at a basic level, you'll still understand and improve.
That's the magic of this style. You listen, you repeat, you feel the language. That's how fluency actually develops.
So let's start with something simple, daily conversation. People think improving English fast means memorizing words or studying grammar, but real improvement happens when you simply talk.
Even talking to yourself counts. Seriously, I do it in other languages and it works. Your brain doesn't care if you're speaking to a person or just practicing out loud. It only cares that you're using the language.
That's actually something I teach students too. Speak to yourself while cooking, walking, cleaning, anything. Describe what you're doing. You build fluency without even realizing it.
And don't worry about being perfect. Fluent speakers make mistakes all the time. Mistakes are a sign that you're trying, not failing.
Yes, and what really matters is confidence. Even simple English sounds fluent when you say it confidently. For example, a basic sentence like, "I like this idea," can sound strong and fluent if you say it naturally.
Right, and listeners, try this. Repeat after us. Sarah, say a sentence for them.
Sure, here's a simple one. I want to speak English confidently.
Good, and say it again, but slower. I want to speak English confidently.
Now say it with more energy. I want to speak English confidently.
See, energy changes everything. When you speak with energy, even simple English sounds fluent.
Because fluency isn't about big words, it's about flow, smooth speaking, comfortable expression.
And you get that by listening to real conversations, just like this, and then repeating phrases whenever you can.
And that's what we're helping you practice today. Real conversation, natural phrases, and lots of opportunities to repeat.
Let's start with something useful. Greetings. They seem simple, but most learners only know, hello, how are you? And that's okay, but let's make it sound natural.
Right. Leo, ask me how I am in a natural way.
Sure. Hey, Sarah, how's everything going?
Everything's good, Leo. What about you?
Doing pretty well. Can't complain.
This is how people really talk. It's relaxed, it's friendly, it's natural.
And none of these phrases are difficult. Anyone can use them.
Listeners, try repeating some of these lines. Just pause and repeat. It will help your speaking become smooth.
Another tip, don't worry about speed. Speak slowly first. Fluency doesn't mean fast. Fluency means clear and comfortable.
And when you're comfortable, speed comes naturally later, but don't force it. Let it grow like a plant, slow, consistent, steady.
Speaking of plants, learning English is like watering a plant every day. Just a little bit daily, not a huge amount once a month.
Yes, people always ask, how do I improve fast? And my answer is, practice often, even for 5 minutes. That creates real change.
Consistency beats intensity every time.
And speaking practice beats studying alone, because English is a skill, not a subject.
Exactly. You don't learn speaking, you develop speaking. And today, we're going to help you develop it by imitating real dialogue. Let's do another example. Leo, ask me about my day.
All right. So, Sarah, how's your day been so far?
It's been nice. A little busy, but good. I had coffee, worked on a project, and now I'm here.
And I could respond with, sounds productive. I had a slow morning, but I feel more awake now.
These are the kinds of phrases that help you speak naturally. Not complicated, not formal, real.
And what helps fluency even more is connecting phrases. For example, and, but, actually, so, I mean, you know, kind of.
They make your speech smooth, like this. I was tired, but I still wanted to finish my work.
Or, I didn't plan it, but it kind of just happened.
See? Easy, natural, useful.
And these connector words help your brain flow from one idea to the next. When your ideas flow, your English flows.
Listeners, try making your own sentence. Use a connector, even a small one. Something like, I want to learn English, but I don't have much time.
Perfect example. Simple English, but it feels real.
And remember, real people repeat themselves sometimes. Pause, change words mid-sentence. That's normal.
Absolutely. Real English is full of like, you know, and pauses. Don't try to sound like a robot.
Sound like yourself, just in English.
Exactly. And the more you practice, the more natural you become.
Leah, want to show them another short conversation?
Sure, let's do a casual one. Something about weekend plans.
Okay, you start.
Do you have any plans for the weekend?
Not really. I might go for a walk or watch a movie. What about you?
I'm thinking of visiting a friend. Nothing big.
There. Simple, friendly, and realistic.
And you can practice that same conversation with different answers every time. It builds fluency quickly.
Exactly. Real conversation practice. That's what improves English faster than anything else.
And we're just getting started.
You know, something I always tell learners is this. Don't wait for the perfect moment to speak English. Just start speaking whenever you can. If you wait until you feel ready, you'll never start.
That's so true. People think fluency comes first and confidence comes later. But actually, confidence comes from speaking, even when you're not fluent yet.
Exactly. You build confidence by using the language, even with mistakes. Mistakes are like steps. You need them to move forward.
And honestly, everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers. The difference is that native speakers don't worry about it. They just keep talking.
That's why learners who let go of the fear of mistakes improve so much faster. They enjoy the language instead of stressing about it.
And I think enjoying the language is a huge part of improving quickly. If you have fun, you learn faster.
Yes, and conversations are fun. They're unpredictable, they flow, they're full of energy. That's why real conversation practice boosts fluency so fast.
It's also more memorable. When you're part of a conversation, your brain remembers the words better because it feels like a real situation.
Exactly. That's why listening to podcasts like this helps too. You get real-life English, not just classroom phrases.
And you hear natural tone, natural rhythm, natural pauses. All the things that make English feel alive.
And the more you listen to real English, the more you absorb without effort. It's like how children learn. They listen and then speak naturally.
Speaking of natural, let's give the listeners more real examples. Let's do a short dialogue about food, something everyone can relate to.
Good idea. I'll start. Sarah, what did you have for breakfast today?
I just had a cup of coffee and a piece of toast. Nothing fancy. What about you?
I had oatmeal with some fruit. I'm trying to be healthy.
Oh, wow. Look at you. Very responsible.
I'm trying, but trust me, I fail sometimes.
That's a very real answer. And listeners can practice both lines. They're easy and they fit into everyday life.
And simple topics like breakfast, weather, work, hobbies, these are perfect for practicing because you actually use these topics in real conversations.
Absolutely. You don't need complicated topics to become fluent. You need everyday topics that let you practice real communication.
Exactly. Imagine someone who knows big words like transformation, opportunity, or circumstances, but can't answer, "What did you do today?" That's not fluency.
Yes, fluency is being able to respond naturally to simple questions. That's why we practice everyday English.
And here's a tip. Try answering simple questions out loud every day. For example, how was your day? What did you eat? What are your plans?
And change your answers each time. Don't repeat the same thing every day. Variety helps you grow.
Let's give them more examples. I'll ask a question and you answer in different ways. Ready?
Go ahead.
How's the weather today?
It's pretty warm. It's a bit cloudy. It's actually really nice outside. It's too hot for me. It's cold, but I kind of like it.
That's perfect. 5 different natural answers. Listeners, practice replacing the last part of the sentence with your own ideas.
Exactly. That's how you build speaking flexibility. You learn to express yourself in different ways.
And flexibility is the key to fluency. When you can say one idea in many ways, your English becomes smoother.
Another thing that helps fluency is reacting naturally. Not every answer has to be a full sentence. Sometimes a simple reaction makes the conversation feel real.
Like when someone says, I'm tired, you can respond with, oh, really? Or I get that, or same here.
Yes, these little reactions make conversations feel alive and natural.
And they're easy to learn. Anyone can say, oh, wow, really? That's nice, I get it, or same here.
Let's show them a short example.
Sarah, I had such a long day today.
Oh, wow, really? What happened?
Just too much work. I barely had time to relax.
I get it. Those days are exhausting.
See? Simple reactions, simple phrases, but natural flow.
And you don't need big vocabulary to sound fluent. You need comfortable rhythm.
Rhythm comes from listening and repeating, just like what we're doing in this podcast.
And it comes from not overthinking. When you relax, your English becomes smoother.
A lot of learners freeze because they're searching for perfect grammar, but real conversations aren't perfect.
Exactly. Real people break grammar all the time. They mix tenses, they repeat themselves, they pause to think.
And that's okay. So if you're a learner, stop trying to make every sentence perfect. Focus on communicating.
Yes, communication first, perfection later.
And sometimes perfection never matters at all.
Right. What matters is connection. That's the goal of language.
And you improve faster when you aim to connect, not impress.
Let's try another everyday dialogue, something about hobbies.
Sure. So, Sarah, what do you like to do in your free time?
I usually read or listen to music. It helps me relax. What about you?
I like walking in the evening. It clears my mind.
See, this is the kind of practice that builds real-life fluency.
And you can reuse these phrases 1,000 times in your own conversations.
That's right. Repetition builds comfort. Comfort builds fluency.
And fluency builds speed.
And speed builds confidence.
And confidence builds even more fluency.
And it keeps going like a cycle.
Exactly. One thing feeds the next.
And we're here to help you keep that cycle moving.
Something else that really helps learners improve fast is shadowing. It's when you listen to someone speak and repeat almost at the same time. It forces your tongue and brain to work together.
Yes, shadowing is powerful because it teaches rhythm, pronunciation, and speed all at once. You don't think too much, you just follow the sound.
And the best part is you don't need special material. You can shadow podcasts, movies, conversations, anything in English.
Exactly. Even this podcast, you can pause, repeat, rewind, and repeat again. Every time you repeat, your speaking becomes smoother.
And not just pronunciation, confidence too. When you mimic natural talk, your own speaking starts sounding more natural.
The secret is not worrying about perfect accuracy. Even if you say 70% of the sentence correctly, you're still improving a lot.
Let's give the listeners a small shadowing exercise. I'll say a sentence slowly first, then naturally. They can repeat after each one.
Good idea. Go for it.
Slow. I want to improve my English speaking. Natural. I want to improve my English speaking.
Here's one from me. Slow. I can learn a little every day. Natural, I can learn a little every day.
Another one. Slow, confidence comes from practice. Natural, confidence comes from practice.
Listeners can repeat those anytime. Doing them daily makes a huge difference.
Speaking of daily habits, I want to talk about something important: environment. Your environment affects how fast you learn.
Yes. If you surround yourself with English, even a little, you learn faster. Change your phone language, watch short videos, listen to music, read simple sentences.
It doesn't need to be an English-only environment, just tiny pieces of English in your day.
For example, when you open YouTube, click on one English video a day. Even a short clip can teach you a lot.
Or listen to English for 5 minutes before sleeping. It's such an easy habit, and it makes your brain more familiar with the language.
Another idea is reading simple texts, not difficult books, simple things like news apps, short posts, captions.
Yes, people think they need big books to improve, but in reality, small, consistent input works better.
And whatever you read or hear, try to speak it aloud. This activates multiple parts of your brain.
Exactly. Reading silently helps vocabulary, but reading aloud helps speaking.
Speaking of vocabulary, people often ask, how many words do I need to speak fluently? And the answer is not many.
Exactly. Conversation fluency comes from about 1,000 common words, not thousands of advanced ones.
It's about how you use them. You can express almost anything with simple words if you know how to combine them.
For example, instead of saying complicated, you can say hard to understand. Instead of delicious, you can say really good.
And instead of exhausted, you can say very tired. See, simple English can express complex ideas.
And it sounds natural. Many native speakers prefer simple words too.
Yes, fluency is not about showing off. It's about communicating clearly and naturally.
Let's give the listeners some simple phrases they can use in many situations. I'll say one, you explain how it works.
Perfect.
The first one, that makes sense.
This is great when someone explains something and you understand it. It shows interest and keeps the conversation going. Next phrase, I'm not sure, but I think.
Lovely phrase. It helps you express an opinion even when you're unsure. Very natural and very useful.
Another one, let me think.
Native speakers use this all the time. It gives you a moment to pause without feeling nervous.
Last one, I get what you mean.
This shows empathy and understanding. It helps the conversation feel smooth and comforting.
All simple, all powerful. And using them makes your English feel alive.
And the more natural you sound, the more confident you become. People respond better and conversations feel easier.
Speaking of conversations, let's practice another real one for the listeners. This time, something about daily routines.
Okay, I'll start. Leo, what's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Honestly, I check my phone. I know it's a bad habit, but I do it anyway.
Same here. I try not to, but sometimes I just want to see what messages I missed.
After that, I make coffee. It wakes me up instantly.
I usually drink water first. It helps me feel refreshed.
See how natural that is? Nothing complicated.
And listeners can practice with their own answers. Just imagine someone asking you the question, then answer out loud.
That's a great way to practice. It builds fast fluency.
Another thing that helps fast improvement is asking questions. Many learners talk only when someone else starts the conversation, but asking questions makes you active, not passive.
Yes, good conversation is like a tennis match. Both people send and receive.
And asking questions keep the energy alive. Questions show interest and create opportunities to speak more.
And they don't have to be deep questions. Simple ones work best.
Like, what do you think? How was your day? Do you like it? Why not? These short questions keep conversations going naturally.
And you can practice them even when you're alone. Imagine situations and respond.
Imagining conversations is a powerful exercise. Athletes visualize success. Language learners can visualize conversations.
Yes, visualizing prepares your brain. When a real situation happens, you feel ready because you've mentally practiced it.
And it works amazingly well for speaking confidence.
Exactly. And when you combine visualization with real speaking practice, even talking to yourself, you learn fast.
Let's show them a visualization example. I'll set the scene.
Go ahead.
Imagine you meet someone new at a cafe. What do you say?
Hi, is the seat taken? Or, hi, do you mind if I sit here? Or even, hey, nice place, right?
And the other person might say something like, yeah, go ahead. Or, sure, no problem. Or, it is, I love the vibe here. Then you could respond with something simple like, do you come here often? Or, the coffee smells amazing.
It already feels like a real conversation, and your brain treats it like practice.
That's the beauty of visualization. It trains you even when no one is around.
And the more you practice, the faster you improve. Simple as that. You know what I've noticed? Whenever someone improves their speaking, it's not only about the words they know, it's how comfortable they become with expressing themselves, even when they're unsure.
Exactly. Confidence builds speed. And speed makes you feel natural. But confidence doesn't come from perfection. It comes from practice, from trying, from making small mistakes and moving forward anyway.
And the more you speak, the fewer mistakes you make naturally. It's like muscle memory. You don't think about every sentence, you just talk.
Let's try something interesting. I'll say a simple sentence and you turn it into a longer, more expressive version. This is a great way for learners to practice expanding their thoughts.
Good idea. Go ahead.
Okay, first sentence. I'm tired.
I'm tired, and I feel like I need a short break because my mind has been running nonstop.
Perfect. That's exactly the idea. You're adding emotion, detail, and purpose. Now another one. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry, and I could really use something warm and comforting to eat right now.
Nice. You added a feeling and a preference. Learners can do this every day. Take a basic thought and stretch it. This is how vocabulary grows naturally.
Now your turn. I'll give you one. Say, I don't know.
I don't know, but I'd like to understand it better, so let me think about it for a second.
See? That sounds confident, not uncertain, curious.
Another helpful exercise is narrating your actions. When you're alone, walking, cooking, getting ready, just talk through the simple actions.
Like, I'm washing the dishes, or I'm choosing what to wear, or I'm preparing my breakfast.
Exactly. It feels silly at first, but it works. Your brain adapts, you start forming sentences faster without translating.
The trick is to not stop yourself. Even if you think your sentences sound simple or awkward at first, you keep talking.
And slowly, your sentences become smoother. You replace simple words with better ones. You start using expressions without thinking.
Let's demonstrate with a small example. Pretend you're alone in your kitchen. You want to narrate everything you're doing. Go ahead.
I'm opening the fridge to see what I have. I'm picking up the milk. I'm checking the expiration date. I'm pouring it into a glass. I'm taking a sip. Simple, but effective.
And over time, that turns into, I'm looking for something refreshing, so I grab the milk and check the date. It looks fine, so I pour a glass and taste it.
That's the transformation. Same actions, better English.
Now, another strategy I always tell learners is shadowing. Listen to a short sentence in English and repeat it right away, matching tone and speed.
It's one of the fastest speaking boosters.
It trains the mouth muscles. It trains rhythm. It trains pronunciation. And you don't need to understand every word. The goal is flow.
That's how a lot of multilingual speakers improve quickly. They copy the sound before understanding all the grammar.
Let's try a short shadowing style example for practice. I'll say something in a natural pace, and you repeat it right after. Ready?
Go for it.
I'm trying my best every day to become more fluent.
I'm trying my best every day to become more fluent.
Good. And learners watching can do the same. Just repeat it out loud.
Here's one from me. The more I practice, the easier speaking becomes.
The more I practice, the easier speaking becomes.
That's how you build speaking muscles, like exercise.
There's another powerful technique, answering imaginary questions. Like pretending someone asked you something and then responding in detail.
For example, someone asks, "How did your day go?" You don't say, "Good." You give a full answer. "It was good. I finished some work, met a friend, and enjoyed a walk."
Yes, and you can do that with any question. Even basic ones produce great speaking practice.
Let's do a mini round of question-answer examples. I'll ask, you answer with detail.
I'm ready.
What did you do this morning?
I woke up early, made some coffee, and spent a few minutes planning my tasks for the day.
Great. Next, what do you want to learn this month?
I want to learn how to manage my time better and maybe pick up a new habit like reading before bed.
See? Natural, complete, flowing answers. That's what learners should aim for.
Now your turn. What did you do yesterday evening?
I spent some time relaxing, listened to a podcast, and prepared for today's work.
And what's something you're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to working on new ideas and improving my routine.
Perfect. Anyone learning English can try this every day, even without a partner.
Another important skill is responding with emotion, not just words, but tone, surprise, excitement, worry, curiosity.
Emotions make speaking sound real. Without emotion, even perfect grammar feels flat.
Let's show an example. I'll say something surprising and you react emotionally.
Okay.
Guess what? I finished a whole book in one day.
Seriously? That's impressive. How did you manage that?
Exactly. Your reaction feels alive.
Now my turn. I learned to cook a new dish today.
Wow, that's awesome. What did you make?
See, the sentence becomes more natural when you use emotion.
This helps learners sound more like real speakers instead of just reading sentences in their heads.
Another tip is asking follow-up questions. That makes conversations longer and deeper.
Yes, a conversation survives because someone is curious. Even simple questions keep it alive.
For example, I say, I went to the park today. You could ask, how was it? Or, did you go alone? Or, what did you enjoy the most?
Exactly. Let's try a quick demonstration. You start.
I tried a new cafe today.
Really? What made you choose that cafe?
I was passing by and liked the look of it.
What did you order?
A cappuccino.
Was it good?
Surprisingly good.
That entire conversation grew from one small sentence.
And this is how learners practice speaking. Small sentences that turn into long conversations.
Another powerful method is describing feelings. People often say, "I'm happy" or "I'm sad," but adding context builds fluency.
Like, I'm happy because I achieved something I've been working on. Or, I'm a bit stressed because I have a lot to do.
Exactly. Describing feelings is conversation gold.
Now let's talk about speaking speed.
Many learners think speaking faster means speaking better, but that's not true.
Speaking clearly is better than speaking fast. Fluent speakers pause naturally. Pauses help you think.
Yes, pauses are your friend, not your enemy.
And when you don't panic during pauses, your speaking becomes much more natural.
That's something I wish more learners understood. Fluency isn't about racing, it's about flow.
And flow comes from comfort. Comfort comes from practice. Practice comes from speaking regularly, even for a few minutes a day.
Exactly. It doesn't need to be an hour. 5 minutes done daily is better than 1 hour once a week.
Speaking is a habit, not a test.
Another tip is choose topics you actually care about. If you only practice boring sentences, you won't enjoy speaking.
Yes, talk about things you love, travel, hobbies, dreams, goals, food, anything.
Because when you're excited about a topic, your brain wants to find words.
And when your brain wants to express something, it learns faster.
Let's do a quick exercise. Imagine you're telling me about something you really enjoy.
Sure. I love spending time outdoors. There is something calming about fresh air and open spaces. It helps me clear my mind.
And learners can do the same. Choose a passion and talk about it.
The goal is to turn speaking into something enjoyable, not stressful.
Exactly. And once speaking becomes enjoyable, fluency grows naturally.
Let's add another layer, describing experiences in the past.
Yes, storytelling. It's one of the best methods.
Even if the story is small, it trains structure, beginning, middle, end.
For example, yesterday I walked to a nearby bookstore, I browsed for a while, found a book I liked, and ended up reading the first few chapters right there.
Simple, but effective.
Storytelling is great because it connects grammar, vocabulary, and emotion.
And learners can practice with small stories from their daily life.
The more stories you tell, the more fluent you become.
Exactly.
Speaking of storytelling, I think it's one of the most powerful ways to improve fluency. When you tell a story, you use memories, emotions, and details all at once.
Absolutely. And the best part is that stories don't need to be dramatic. Even a simple experience can teach you how to organize thoughts in English.
Let's try a small storytelling exercise. I'll tell a short story, and then you retell it in your own words. Learners can follow along too.
Sounds fun. Go ahead.
Last weekend, I went for a walk in the evening. The weather was cool, and the sky had soft pink clouds. I didn't plan to walk for long, but I ended up wandering for almost an hour because it felt peaceful.
Okay, my turn. Last weekend, you went out for an evening walk. The weather felt refreshing, and the sky looked beautiful with pink clouds. You didn't intend to stay out long, but it was so calming that you kept walking for nearly an hour.
Perfect! See how you kept the idea but changed the wording? That's fluency practice.
And learners can do this with podcasts, videos, movies, anything. Listen, then restate in your own words.
Exactly. It builds confidence and improves memory.
Another skill that helps a lot is expressing opinions. Many learners hesitate because they think their opinion needs to sound perfect.
But opinions aren't about perfection. They're about clarity. Even a simple structure works. State your thought, give a reason, and support it with an example.
For instance, I think reading every day helps with English because it exposes you to real expressions. For example, I learn new phrases whenever I read a page.
That's a great structure. Let's practice with a few quick opinion questions. I'll ask, you answer.
Ready?
Do you think learning English is easier with friends?
I think it is easier because conversations become more natural. For example, practicing with a friend removes pressure and makes speaking enjoyable.
Perfect. Next one. Do you think listening is more important than speaking?
I think both are important, but listening might come first because it teaches you how real speakers talk. For example, I pick up rhythm and tone from listening.
Nice. Now your turn to ask me.
Do you think people should practice English every day?
I think daily practice is helpful because consistency builds confidence. Even 5 minutes can make a difference over time.
See? Smooth and clear. Learners can practice these mini opinions daily.
Another technique I like is describing objects around you. Pick something, your phone, your mug, your bag, and describe its color, shape, purpose, and your personal connection to it.
Yes, because describing objects teaches adjectives, details, and emotional expression.
Let's try a quick example. I'll describe something in front of me. I have a small notebook on my desk. It has a soft cover and simple design. I use it to write ideas whenever they come to mind, so it feels personal and important to me.
Nice. Now I'll describe something. There's a glass of water next to me. It's clear, cool, and refreshing. I keep it nearby while working because staying hydrated helps me focus.
These small descriptions train fluency subconsciously.
Another skill is reacting quickly. Instead of waiting too long to think of the perfect sentence, say something simple immediately. Your brain adjusts.
Yes, quick reactions build conversational rhythm. I'll give you a situation and you react instantly.
Let's do it.
Someone just told you they got a new job.
That's amazing. You must be really excited. Tell me more.
Perfect. Next one. Your friend says they're feeling stressed.
I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want to talk about what's bothering you?
Those instant responses help conversations flow.
Now, your turn. Someone tells you they learned a new skill.
That's great. What motivated you to learn it?
Nice. Someone says they're planning a vacation.
That sounds fun. Where are you thinking of going?
Exactly. Quick, natural, friendly responses.
Another important area is disagreeing. Many learners avoid disagreeing because they fear sounding rude.
But disagreeing politely is a valuable skill. You can use phrases like, I see your point, but, or I understand, although I think, or that's interesting, but from my experience.
Let's test it. I'll say something and you disagree politely. I think learning English is only about memorizing vocabulary.
I see your point, but I think speaking and listening play an even bigger role.
Perfect! Now you say something and I'll disagree politely.
I believe people should only watch educational videos to improve English.
That's interesting, although I think entertainment can also help because it makes learning fun.
That's how disagreements stay respectful and useful.
Another strategy for fast improvement is practicing transitions, those small words that connect your thoughts.
Yes, like, actually, by the way, honestly, in fact, on the other hand, speaking of that, anyway.
These make conversations sound natural. Let's demonstrate. I'll speak normally and use transitions throughout.
Go ahead.
I tried a new restaurant yesterday. Honestly, I didn't expect much, but the food was incredible. By the way, it made me think about how important good service is. Anyway, I might go back this weekend.
Smooth and natural.
And learners can practice by adding transitions into everyday sentences.
Another area we should talk about is hesitation words. Many learners think saying or well sounds bad, but native speakers use them all the time.
Absolutely. They help speakers think while keeping the conversation alive.
For example, well, I'm not completely sure, but I think, or let me think for a moment.
These sound natural, not wrong.
And they reduce pressure because you allow yourself time to think.
Another powerful tool is describing possibilities. Using phrases like maybe, I might, it could be, it's possible, helps conversations become more flexible.
True. For example, maybe I'll take a walk later, or it could be a good idea to review new words today.
That's how learners build complex ideas.
Let's try a quick round. I'll give you a situation and you express possibilities.
Okay.
You're thinking about learning a new hobby.
I might try painting, or maybe I'll join a sports class. It could be fun to try something active.
Perfect. Now your turn. You're deciding what to cook for dinner.
I might make pasta, or maybe I'll try something lighter. It depends on how hungry I feel later.
Great. Possibility phrases help learners sound flexible and natural.
Another important area is expressing future plans. Not just I will,
but also I'm going to, I plan to, I'm thinking about.
Yes, for example, I'm going to start a new book, or I plan to improve my vocabulary this week.
Let's do a quick practice. What are you planning for tomorrow?
I'm going to review some tasks and maybe take a walk in the evening.
And your long-term plan?
I plan to work on my personal projects and improve my routine.
Nice. Now your turn to ask me.
What are you planning for next week?
I'm going to focus on organizing my schedule and starting a new idea I've been thinking about.
And your long-term plan.
I plan to improve my habits and learn something new every month.
Perfect.
Another technique is practicing emotions with stories. Like telling a story where you felt excited, nervous, surprised, frustrated, or proud.
Emotions make speaking colorful.
Let's do a quick emotional storytelling exercise. Tell a short story about a moment you felt proud.
I felt proud recently when I completed something I had been delaying for weeks. It wasn't a big project, but finishing it made me feel accomplished.
Nice! Now tell a story about a moment you felt surprised.
I was surprised last month when a friend I hadn't spoken to in years suddenly messaged me. It felt unexpected, but nice.
These emotional layers make speech richer.
Another tip, rethink mistakes. Many learners think mistakes are failures, but mistakes are feedback.
Exactly. Mistakes teach you what to focus on next.
And no one becomes fluent by avoiding mistakes. Fluency grows through communication, not perfection.
Another thing learners should practice is expanding short answers. Instead of saying yes or no, give a full sentence.
For example, do you like music? Instead of yes, say, yes, I enjoy music because it helps me relax.
Or, do you like reading? Instead of no, say, not really, but I want to start reading more.
Expanding short answers turns simple conversations into meaningful ones.
And it also forces your brain to think in English more deeply.
Exactly.
Something else that helps people improve quickly is learning how to keep a conversation going even when you feel stuck. Many learners panic when their mind goes blank, but you can use simple techniques to stay calm.
Yes, for example, you can repeat part of the question while thinking. If someone asks, "What do you enjoy doing on weekends?" you can say, "On weekends, I usually," and your brain will naturally fill the rest.
Exactly. Starting the sentence creates momentum. And even if you pause, it still sounds natural.
Another technique is turning the conversation back to the other person. If you feel unsure, ask them something related. It keeps the flow alive.
Like, I'm not completely sure, what about you? It buys you time and keeps the energy balanced.
And it sounds friendly. People appreciate curiosity.
Another powerful habit is reacting emotionally. Many learners sound robotic because they respond only with facts, but real conversation uses feelings, surprise, interest, humor.
Yes, for example, instead of saying, "I went to the mall," you can say, "I finally went to the mall yesterday, and honestly, it was more crowded than I expected."
Exactly. And adding emotion helps listeners connect with you.
Let's demonstrate emotional reactions. I'll say something and you react naturally.
Okay, go ahead.
I just finished a 2-hour workout.
2 hours? That's impressive. You must be exhausted, but proud.
Exactly. Here's another. I lost my keys again this morning.
Oh no, that must have been stressful. Did you find them eventually?
Perfect. Learners can practice this by reacting to imaginary situations.
And emotional connection makes conversations unforgettable. Another useful skill for fast improvement is describing your thoughts step by step. Instead of saying nothing when you're unsure, explain what's happening in your mind.
Yes, you can say, "I'm trying to remember the word," or "Let me think for a moment," or "I know the idea, but I'm not sure about the exact phrase."
These short sentences keep conversations smooth and give your brain time to work.
Speaking of smoothness, rhythm is a huge part of sounding natural. Fluency isn't about talking fast. It's about talking with the right rhythm.
Exactly. Even native speakers pause, change speed, emphasize certain words, and relax on others. Rhythm creates natural flow.
Let's show an example. Say the sentence first without rhythm.
I went to the store and bought some fruit. Very flat.
Now with rhythm. I went to the store and bought some fruit. See? A small pause makes it sound more natural.
And emphasizing certain words also helps. I went to the store and bought some fruit.
Learners can practice rhythm by reading any sentence aloud and experimenting with pauses.
And remember, real fluency is not speed. Real fluency is clarity.
Exactly. It's better to speak slowly and clearly than fast and confusing.
Another thing that helps is speaking with intention. Know what emotion you want the listener to feel. Relaxed, curious, excited, thoughtful.
Yes, because intention shapes your tone. If you want someone to trust you, you speak calmly. If you want someone to feel excited, your tone becomes lively.
Tone matters as much as vocabulary.
Let's practice tone. Say the sentence in a calm tone. I think we can figure this out.
I think we can figure this out. Nice and reassuring.
Now say it in an excited tone.
I think we can figure this out. Completely different feeling.
Tone changes everything.
Another helpful skill is describing your experiences in a timeline, past, present, and future. For example, yesterday I learned a new expression. Today I'm practicing it. Tomorrow I'll try using it in a real conversation.
That structure helps learners organize thoughts clearly.
And it turns simple stories into natural flow.
Speaking of real conversations, one of the fastest ways to improve is to practice reacting spontaneously. You don't need perfect answers, just natural ones.
Let's do a spontaneous reaction exercise. I'll throw random situations at you, and you react naturally.
Okay, let's try.
You just realized you missed your bus.
Oh no, not again. I guess I'll have to wait for the next one.
Your friend surprises you with a gift.
What? Seriously? That's so kind. Thank you.
Someone tells you they can speak 4 languages.
Wow, that's impressive. How did you manage to learn so many?
Perfect. Now you test me.
You accidentally spilled your drink.
Oh, great. That's exactly what I needed today. Let me clean it up.
You found an old picture from your childhood.
Aw, I remember that day. It feels like a lifetime ago.
Your friend invites you to a last-minute trip.
Really? That sounds fun. When are we leaving?
See? Spontaneous reactions feel alive and natural.
Learners can practice these alone. Just imagine situations and react aloud.
It builds speed and improves thinking in English.
Another thing that helps is learning how to describe what you want, even if you don't know the exact word.
Yes, you can use explanation instead. For example, instead of charger, you can say, the thing you use to power your phone.
Or instead of microwave, say the machine that heats food quickly.
This shows communication skills even when vocabulary is missing.
And that's what fluency really is, expressing ideas even without perfect words.
Another important skill is asking follow-up questions. These keep conversations deep and meaningful.
For example, why do you think that? How did that make you feel? What happened next? What did you learn from it? Would you do it again?
Exactly. Follow-up questions make you sound more engaged.
And they help you speak more without needing new topics.
Let's show a short example. I'll tell a short story.
Go ahead.
I started learning guitar last month.
Really? What made you want to learn?
I've always loved music.
Nice. How often do you practice?
Around 20 minutes a day.
Have you learned any songs yet?
Just a few simple ones.
That's great. Does it help you relax?
Definitely. See how natural that felt?
Yes. Follow-up questions create flow.
Another thing learners often forget is speaking with curiosity. Curiosity makes conversations alive.
When you ask about feelings, reasons, experiences, and opinions, the conversation becomes much richer.
And it makes the listener feel valued.
Exactly.
Before we close, I want to say something important. Improvement doesn't happen in one day, but it does happen fast when you practice the right way.
Yes, short daily practice beats long weekly sessions.
Consistency wins every time.
And your progress becomes visible when you stop focusing on perfection and start focusing on communication.
That's the mindset that creates real confidence.
And every listener here is capable of reaching that level.
Absolutely. If you're listening, you're improving. Your brain is absorbing rhythm, tone, structure, and natural expression.
And if you repeat parts of this conversation, you'll improve even faster.
Speaking, listening, reacting, imagining, these small habits build fluency.
And your English will feel more natural every week.
Before we end, I want to ask you one last question. What's one thing learners should remember after listening to this episode?
They should remember that fluency is not magic. It's a skill built by small, simple actions. Speak a little every day, listen to natural English, and don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Perfectly said. And what about you? What final advice would you give?
I would say stay curious, stay consistent, and keep talking, even to yourself. Every word you speak brings you one step closer to confidence.
And confidence changes everything.
This was such a great conversation.
Yes, I loved it. And I hope our listeners feel inspired and ready for their next step.
Thank you for joining us, and thank you for practicing your English with us today.
Keep going, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Take care and keep speaking.
Talk soon.
Bye.